Hello class 2, welcome to your value education class. This is a book Inspiration for Life, and previous day we were discussing chapter 6 of your book, that is helping people, right? Helping people, page number 28. So come to page number 28. We were discussing this page that day, and we have finished first part of the chapter. Okay, so now we are about to read the story about a woman who is very helpful, about an old woman who is very helpful, right? So what we have learned in the previous day, that is we should be kind to everyone. We should not be only kind to human being, but we should also be helpful and kind towards the animals, right? We should be kind to our parents. We should be kind to our friends, right? We should share our things with them. We should help our parents, etc. Isn't it? That is, we should be care we should take care of our friends. We should take care of our parents. We should take care of animals around us, right? So being helpful and kind means caring for other people. As we know that being helpful means be helpful, and be kind means caring for other people. Okay, relating to this, we will study us. I will read a story about a helpful old woman. Let us start. This is helpful old woman. Okay, open this page number 29. Many years ago, now let us begin the story. Many years ago, a rich merchant decided to build a temple in his village. He appointed many people to work for it. Things like rocks and stones were brought for construction. Beautiful images were being carved on this rock. A number of workers were working on it. They worked all day long in the heat. Now the story begins like that. Long, long ago, there lived a rich merchant who decided to build a temple. Very good. What is temple? The place where we go for prayer, isn't it? So he appointed, for that reason, he appointed many people to work there. Things, the materials for making the building was brought, like the rocks and the stones, etc. Cements, everything was brought there. Beautiful images were being carved on this rock. Rock means big stones, right? So here on the rock they carved beautiful designs. Okay, beautiful images. A number of workers were working on it. Now they worked all day long in the heat, in the scorching heat. They used to work all day long. Then second paragraph. The workers started early in the morning, and by afternoon they became very tired. In the village there was a poor old woman. Every day she used to visit the site to watch the worker. She felt sad for the poor workers. She wanted to help them, but she was too old to help them. She thought, how can I help this worker who works so hard? Now the worker, they used to work very hard. They used to start their work early in the morning, and by afternoon they become very tired. Working in the scorching sun made them very tired. In the village, and in that village there lived a poor old woman. Okay, and that lady, that woman, she used to visit the site, means the place where the construction was going on, to watch the worker. And she felt very sad for the poor worker. Okay, when she looked at the worker, she felt very sad for them. Okay, as they were going through a very tough job. Now she wanted to help them, and this old woman, she wanted to help them. But as she was too old to do anything to help them, and she kept on thinking, how can I help this worker who worked so hard? Now she wanted to help them, but she was not very young, so she was not active also, and but still she thought of some plan how she could help the worker. Turn the page, come to page number 30. Suddenly, an idea, when she kept on thinking to help them, suddenly an idea came to her mind. She had a cow that gave plenty of milk. Next day, instead of selling the milk, she made buttermilk out of it. She filled a big pot with buttermilk and added salt, mint leaves, chili, and other spices to make it tasty. She took the pot to the construction site and gave every worker a cup of buttermilk. The workers thanked the old woman for her kindness. The workers were refreshed and were ready to work again. The old woman was really happy, for she could help the worker. Okay, so what happened? As she was thinking that how could she help them, suddenly an idea came to her mind. Now she thought of the cow that she had at home, and as she had a cow that gave plenty of milk, means a large amount of milk. So the next day she thought that okay, I will do something with that milk. I'll help the worker. How she will help? Instead of selling the milk, see, she used to sell the milk of her cow. Now instead of selling the milk, what she did with the milk, she made buttermilk. Okay, she made buttermilk out of the milk, and she filled a big pot of buttermilk. She filled a big pot with the buttermilk, and to make it more tastier, she added salt, then mint leaves, chili, and other spices. And then she took the pot to the construction site. Then she brought the pot to the construction site for the where the workers were working. Okay, and gave every worker a cup of buttermilk. And the worker thanked the old woman for her kindness. And the worker, they were very happy to get such tasty buttermilk, and they thanked the old woman for her kindness. Then after having the buttermilk, they were very much refreshed, and they were again ready for the work. Okay, the workers were refreshed after having the buttermilk, and they were all ready to work again. The old woman was also happy. Now, if you make someone happy, then you also feel happy within. Okay, so the old woman was really happy, for she could help the worker, and the old woman was also happy because she could help the worker. Okay, this is the end of the chapter, that is chapter 6. So, what is the moral of the story? The moral is, when you help others, you help God. So, if you, we, as we cannot see God, we cannot help God, but we